WWE Superstar Adult Singer, and you're watching BrettO Live.
What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and today, this is the Week in Review, episode 38. Let's get into it. We're going to start off on Monday Night Raw like we always do. Raw wasn't half bad. I'm still just super confused on what happened at the end of the show. I'll make sure to get into it last because I think that's going to be the thing that I'm most going to be talking about. But again, guys, Week in Review setup. You guys never heard of it? I go over Raw and SmackDown in a setup style in the arena. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting over here in the beginning of the show, it was Kevin Owens in the ring, and he's like, Seth Rollins, AOP, basically just calling him out like he always does. He calls him out. They come out. AOP and Seth Rollins start beating up on Kevin Owens. Who the? Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is back in the ring. Yes, he has been back on commentary, but he is back in the ring. He was going right after Seth Rollins. He took out AOP like they were nothing. He went after Seth Rollins, right hands to the face. This was awesome. Kevin Owens did a wicked dive over the top rope on a bunch of different security guys. AOP, Seth Rollins. It was so cool. This was such a good way to open up the show. It really got me hope that this show was going to be good. And it was pretty decent. I would say it was pretty decent. But yeah, this was great. Again, Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe looking like they're going to be going up against Seth Rollins and the rest of the AOP. You never know, they could get another partner. But yeah, for now, it's Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. And I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good way to open the show. Moving over here was Charlotte versus Natalya. Charlotte had an open challenge. She's like, yeah, I'm entering myself into the Royal Rumble. No doubt you're going to be in the Royal. It's so obvious. Charlotte Flair not in the Royal Rumble. Like, what the heck? Obviously, you're going to be in it. There's no need to announce it. But yeah, Charlotte. And then Natalya came out. She's like, yeah, one-on-one because Charlotte had an open challenge. Natalya, Charlotte, couldn't really care less about this match. Didn't really watch it, if I'm being completely honest. But Charlotte did pick up the victory. And I guess it wasn't half bad. Moving over here, it was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Street Profits. And this wasn't bad. I really enjoyed this. As you guys know, Street Profits, they're not my favorite tag team. When they go out and dance with the crowd, I honestly think that demotes their character a little. I don't know if that's just me, but I think that demotes their character a little. But yeah, during this match, I thought it was pretty good. They didn't dance with the crowd this Monday Night Raw, but against the Club here, pretty good match. And yeah, they did end up beating the Club in a pretty amazing match. And after the fact, they're like, yeah, can't we call ourselves the best in the world now since we beat the Club? So yeah, I guess they can. But yeah, the Club losing to the Street Profits. And again, it wasn't half bad. Moving over here, Eric Rowan. He didn't face James Ellsworth. He just faced some random jobber. And then the jobber looked at the cage, tried to look inside the cage, and then Eric Rowan took him out from behind, slams him in the ring for the 6th or 7th week in a row. Man, so entertaining. So entertaining. I'm just being sarcastic, as you guys should know, because this is getting so old with this cage and everything. Just tell us what it is. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares what's in that cage. I'm serious. Moving over here, it's Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. A lot of people said this match was really good, and I thought it was okay. I just never... I don't think the match never reached its full potential. At TLC, they put on a show, but this one, I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't really get the best vibe from this match. I mean, a lot of people said it was amazing. I just didn't really think it was well put together. But in the end, Aleister Black did win again. So, yeah, he beat Buddy Murphy twice. Once at TLC and now here on this Monday Night Raw. Moving over here, it was Randy Orton. Oh, my God, this was the best part of the show, in my opinion. Okay, Randy Orton, on Sunday before this Monday Night Raw, he got an injury, and I'm like, oh, shoot, Randy Orton's injured. He's not going to be in a ring. This might retire him. But no, he comes out, and a production guy helps him get in the ring. He has crutches, making this look real. He's making it look really real. And I'm like, oh, shoot, Randy Orton is really injured. And then here comes AJ Styles, the man that he's currently in a rivalry with. And AJ Styles basically just toying with him, kicks the crutches, making fun of him, putting his hands behind his back, telling Randy Orton to strike, even though he's supposedly, quote-unquote, injured. And then Randy Orton says, you're patient, I'm not, RKO out of nowhere. Literally, out of nowhere. It got me out of my seat. I was like, what? Randy Orton's not injured. So happy. Hit a wicked RKO on AJ Styles. It was so sick. Oh, my gosh. So sick. Well, definitely my favorite part of the show. Moving over here, Drew McIntyre versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins wasn't bad, I guess. I liked how Drew McIntyre got the crowd involved, and he's like, who thinks Drew McIntyre should be worried? Raise your hand. Nobody raises their hand. And then who thinks Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins should be worried? Raise their hand. Everybody raised their hand. It was pretty funny. And then he counted down from 3, Claymore kick to Kurt Hawkins, and then he double pinned him, as you guys see right there. Again, wasn't too bad, but it was just a little obvious that Drew McIntyre was going to win. Moving over here, it was Andrade versus Ricochet right here. Selena Vega interjected herself into the match like she always does. Hammerlock DDT to Ricochet, and then Andrade picks up the victory. Nobody could care less about this. Some people like Andrade, but literally, he does the same thing every week. Selena Vega always interjects herself into the match, and then Andrade's going to win. It's just obvious. It's just obvious. But yeah, Andrade picked up the victory there, and you guys know how I feel about that. Moving over here, the wedding of Bobby Lashley and Lana. I am still trying to wrap my head around what happened. I wish I could fully explain it to you guys. Okay, first, Bobby Lashley, Lana in the ring. Here comes some people that Bobby Lashley and Lana were supposedly married to before. And then Rusev, it's just super obvious that he's in this massive cake right here. And then this is just, I don't know. And then Liv Morgan comes out to help out Rusev. And then she says she's in love with Lana. And then she beats up on her. So are you still in love with Lana, or did you beat up on her? I have no idea what's going on. Takes out Bobby Lashley. Lana's laying in the ring with a bunch of cake over. Rusev and Liv Morgan are standing tall, but are Rusev and Liv Morgan together? Is Liv Morgan into Lana after she beat her up? I have no idea what's going on here. I still have no idea what's going on with this wedding thing. But yeah, Raw's got some explaining to do next week on the Weekend Review, episode 39. But without further ado, we're going to get into SmackDown. Let's do it. Here we are with SmackDown, which was a pretty freaking good show. We're going to get right on into it. Here we go. Starting over here, which opened the show, it was Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Dana Brooke and Lacey Evans. This was a pretty decent match. I mean, usually the women's matches, you guys know, I don't really get too into the women's matches, but this one wasn't half bad. Dana Brooke and Lacey Evans, in the end, did end up picking up the victory, and I always say Dana Brooke always looks terrible, but in the ring, of course. But this she didn't look half bad in this match, if I'm being completely honest. But still, I hate Dana Brooke. But yeah, Dana Brooke and Lacey Evans did pick up the victory against these two teams right here. Not half bad. Moving over here, it was Kofi Kingston versus The Miz in a one-on-one match. So Kofi Kingston wins the match, and before this match, there was so much build-up for this. The Miz was just so frustrated how he didn't get the match with The Fiend at the Royal Rumble because how he interfered in his house with the family and everything. So Miz is just so frustrated. He wanted that match so bad. Daniel Bryan ended up getting the match. So just during the night, he's just getting so frustrated. Goes to this match against Kofi Kingston, loses. And then Miz is still mad. Attacks Kofi Kingston after the match. Big E's like, what the heck is going on? Goes in the ring. Gets the Miz out of there. And then the Miz goes backstage. And then later the night, one of the interviewers goes to Miz's locker room door and then knocks on it. And then John Morrison answers the door. And then I think he said something like, yeah, the Miz is he doesn't want to talk right now. Of course, John Morrison and Miz, former tag team partners, just good friends in the past, and yeah, that makes totally sense. But I think they could have brought John Morrison up, maybe waited for the Royal Rumble. I don't know, but yeah, he didn't really get any crowd reaction. John Morrison, I have no idea why, but yeah, it was interesting. Very interesting how John Morrison just appeared like that. And the commentators are just like, oh, yeah, John Morrison, there he is. I was going crazy. I was like, what the heck? Oh, my God. But, yeah, he didn't really get any crowd reaction, which was surprising to me. Moving over here. Oh, my goodness. Moving over here. Shorty G versus Dash Wilder with Scott Dawson on ringside. One-on-one match. Dash Wilder, Shorty G. Shorty G picks up the victory, and then the Revival start beating up on Shorty G. Sheamus comes out. Looks like he's about to help out Shorty G. I'm like, no. Well, at first I went crazy. I'm like, oh my God, Sheamus is back. But then I'm like, no, Sheamus, do not help out Shorty G. Stay heel. Just keep on going in with the heel run. And then turns around. One of the most wicked broad kicks to Shorty G. Literally knocks him off of his feet. Literally curls up in a ball. Took out Shorty G like he was nothing. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Sheamus is back. Can't wait to see what he has to offer. Something new, hopefully. And yeah, looks great as well. Cesaro versus Braun Strowman. This was okay. Braun Strowman did end up winning the match with a running power slam to Cesaro, which with a bunch of interferes from Shinsuke and all them. And then in the end, after Braun Strowman won the match against Cesaro, Shinsuke, and here comes Sami Zayn, and then it was a triple team, got them all down, got Braun Strowman down, and then, yeah, that was all right. I mean, I don't know. Moving over here, main event, it was Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan versus freaking Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. This wasn't a half-bad match. Pretty good in the end. Just insane. It was off the wall. So in the end here, the lights go out. Daniel Bryan's looking like he's about to win the match. Lights go out. Bray Wyatt appears standing over here by the commentator's desk. Daniel Bryan running against the ropes. Boom! Takes out the Fiend. Nearly takes out the Fiend. But then the Fiend somehow bounces back because he's the freaking Fiend. Sends Daniel Bryan right through the freaking barricade. And the lights go out. Bray Wyatt is gone. Nowhere to be seen. Roman Reigns comes to the aid of Daniel Bryan. Here come freaking Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. They start to attack Roman Reigns. They get in the ring. They're about to talk. They lock him up to the ropes. They lock Roman Reigns up to the ropes. About to pour dog food on him. And then the Usos, baby. The Usos. You've got to be kidding. The Usos are back, dude. Like, this was just the night for returns. You had John Morrison. You had, well, which wasn't really, I really wouldn't consider that his return. But it was, I don't know. John Morrison, Sheamus, Usos, awesome. Just so cool. And then the Usos, of course, got Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin out of the equation, got him out of the ring. They helped out their cousin, their brother, their family, Roman Reigns. This was absolutely awesome. But yeah, guys, that was SmackDown. Thought it was pretty good. If I were to rate Raw this week, Raw and SmackDown both pretty good this week, to be honest. I really enjoyed Raw, no matter what anybody says about the wedding. Again, still trying to wrap my head around it. Still trying to. But then again, that's what I like about it, is it was so bad that I loved it. So Raw, I'm gonna give an 8 out of 10. And yeah, hate me for that or not, I liked Raw. I thought it wasn't bad. SmackDown, I am also going to give an 8 out of 10 as well. I thought they were both pretty decent shows. I really hope you guys enjoyed this weekend review. Definitely let me know what you guys think about the shows in the comments down below. If you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash the like button. I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.